Welcome everybody to segment number 16 of David Downs' birthday special. We're playing Jeopardy for the PlayStation 2. Let's see if we want to bundle this game, shall we?
From the Sony Pictures Studio, this is Jeopardy!
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Jeopardy's Tournament of Champions. Only the very best players are invited to participate, so congratulations to each of you. Let's get started.
Let's do this.
Want to see the categories? Well, here they are.
Yes, I do. Let's take a look. Okay.
Baseball's greatest hitters.
All right.
Old school.
Something I am. Okay.
This country's dynasties.
Interesting.
Name calling.
All right. Okay.
Ends in low, L-O-W. And rounding out, we have
All right.
music appreciation.
These are some good categories. I'm ready to get started.
Let's get things underway, player one.
Baseball's greatest hitters for 1,000.
From 1950 to 2000, only Tony Gwynn and this Kansas City Royals player had a .390 or better batting average for a season.
Who is George Brett?
You bet.
All right.
Player three, it's your turn.
Baseball's greatest hitters for 200.
During his 24-year career, this longtime Cincinnati Red set a record with 14,053 at-bats.
Who is Pete Rose?
Right, pick again.
That was my guess. Oh well.
Let's go with baseball's greatest hitters for 400.
From 1996 through 1999, he averaged 61.25 home runs per season.
Who's Mark McGuire?
Exactly.
Okay.
Player one.
Ends in low 1,000.
This author has won 3 National Book Awards, the first for The Adventures of Augie March in 1954.
Who is Saul Bellow?
That's correct.
All right. Music appreciation for 1,000.
Have I told you lately, a 1993 top 10 hit for this singer was written by Van Morrison?
Who is Rod Stewart?
Correct. Pick again.
Name calling 1,000.
Nintendo immortalized this super first name of one of the company's landlords.
What is Mario? I better get this one. I'm a Mario fanatic. Mario.
That's right.
We'll go with old school for 1,000.
Founded in 1411, Scotland's oldest university was named after this apostle, Scotland's patron saint.
Now, who's the patron saint of Scotland?
Who is Saint Andrew?
Very good.
Saint Andrew. All right.
Player two, it's your turn.
This country's dynasties for 200.
Capet, Valois, Bourbon.
What's France?
Correct.
This country's dynasties for 1,000.
Player one.
Tudor, Plantagenet, Windsor.
What is Great Britain?
Correct. Pick again.
Baseball's greatest hitters 800.
In 1998, this Cub was named the National League's MVP with a .308 average and 66 home runs.
Who is Sammy Sosa?
Well done, yes.
Maybe Sosa. All right.
Player 3, your turn.
Baseball's greatest hitters for 600.
Only Babe Ruth and this former Braves outfielder finished their careers with over 2,000 RBIs.
Who is Hank Aaron?
Correct.
He's the one.
Old School for 200.
Japan's first modern university was the University of this city, established in 1877.
What is Tokyo?
Yes.
Ends in low for 8.
Over to you, player 1.
Answer?
All
The
right.
Daily Double.
Player 1, please make your wager now.
True double.
Here's the clue.
The Gettysburg Address includes the line, "We cannot consecrate, we cannot do this to this ground."
What is Bello?
No, too bad. Take a look. Here's the right response.
Hello. All right, that's okay. We'll get it all back. I'll go with ends in low 200.
An associate. In politics, you may be coupled with a strange one.
What is a fellow? Or a bedfellow?
Yes.
Okay, ends in low 400.
In this 1966 hit, Donovan was just mad about Saffron. Saffron's mad about me.
What is mellow yellow?
Definitely.
Mellow yellow, okay.
Player 2, your turn.
Music appreciation for 200.
How time flies. August 16th, 1997 was the 20th anniversary of his untimely death.
Who's Elvis Presley?
Right.
We'll have ends in low 600.
Player 1, you choose.
The name of this small 1 or 1.5 story house is from the Hindi, meaning of Bengal.
What is bungalow?
Right. Okay, player 3.
Name calling for 200.
This first name means a follower of Dionysus, appropriate in the case of Mr. Rodman.
What is Dennis?
Correct.
Music appreciation 400.
Player 1, you choose.
He performed with Crosby, Stills, and Nash in 1970 and with Pearl Jam 25 years later.
Who is Neil Young?
Right. Pick again.
Music appreciation 600.
Of Shogun, King Rat, or Taipan, the James Clavell novel that became a musical in 1990.
What is Shogun?
Precisely. Pick
Appreciation
again.
800.
This sparkly singer wrote, "You are the sun, I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune, play me."
Who is Neil Diamond?
Right. Pick again.
Name calling 400.
Ironically, this first name of a famous American blind woman born in 1880 means light.
What is Helen?
Correct.
Name calling 600.
A comedian's son, actor-director Albert Brooks, was born with this relativity scientist's name.
Who's Albert Einstein?
Very good. You pick again.
Name calling 800.
This author named a character in a wry 1951 novel for 1940s movie star Joan Caulfield.
Who's J.D. Salinger?
Yes.
Let's have old school 400.
This college, the oldest in the U.S., was founded in 1636 as Newtown College.
What is Harvard?
That's it.
Old school 600.
This Missouri city on the Mississippi has the oldest college west of the Mississippi.
What is St. Louis?
Yes.
I was about to guess, but I wasn't sure enough.
Player 2, your turn.
Old School for 800.
The oldest existing university is Carouan at Fez, founded in 859 AD in this North African country.
What is Morocco?
That's it.
This country's dynasties 400.
Over to you, player 1.
First, 15th, Ptolemaic.
What is Egypt?
Correct.
600.
Balliol, Bruce, Stuart.
What is Scotland?
You bet. And now, to complete this round,
Tran, Nyo, Din.
What is Vietnam?
well done, yes.
I finished the Jeopardy round with over $6,000, I think.
Okay, that's all for the Jeopardy round. Now we'll take a look at the scores.
Now let's take a look at the scores. Exactly 6,600. All right.
Splendid work, player 1.
And come back. Player 2 is 2,600. Player 3 3,200. Player 2 goes first in double Jeopardy.
Okay, let's get to the double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the categories for the double Jeopardy round. TV networks. Car Trek. World Geography. Novelist, playwrights. Name that famous mother. The final category is Bond, James Bond. Player 2, you have the honor.
Car Trek for 400.
Of its own accord in 1976, this motorcycle manufacturer introduced the Accord to the U.S.
What's Honda?
Yes.
Bond, James Bond 2000.
Player 1, you choose.
In 1979, this Bond film featured a stolen space shuttle 2 years before the launch of Columbia.
What is Moonraker?
Correct. Player 2, you choose.
I'll take World Geography for 400.
Marseille, this country's main seaport, is on its Mediterranean coast.
What is France?
That's it.
Car Trek for 2000.
Player 1, your turn.
This Cadillac model shares its name with the Spanish city where Amerigo Vespucci died in 1512.
What is El Dorado?
No, and I am sorry.
What is the Seville?
Yes, indeed.
I like Seville. All right.
Player 3, you choose.
TV networks for 400.
Before TV, CBS started in this medium.
What is radio?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Over to you, player
Name
1.
that famous mother for 2000, please.
Answer, the Daily Double. Player 1, please make your wager now.
3088.
Okay, here's the clue.
Christina, Christopher, Cynthia, Kathy.
Who is... Plumber.
Ooh, sorry. What we were looking for was this.
Joan Crawford. Alright. Famous mother 1600.
Beatrice Elizabeth Mary, Eugenie Victoria Helena.
Who is... Princess Di?
Regrettably, no.
Who is Fergie?
Right you are.
Fergie. Alright.
Okay, player 3.
Tough clues we're getting here.
Novelist playwrights for 400.
Joseph Heller based his play Clevenger's Trial on Chapter 8 of this, his most famous novel.
What is Catch 22?
Yes.
Famous mother 12.
Over to you, player 1.
David, Ricky, whose real name was Eric.
Who is Harriet Nelson?
Right. Pick again.
Famous mother 8.
Rumor, Scout, Tallulah Bell.
Who is Demi Moore?
Right. Pick again.
Famous mother 400.
Cody, Cassidy.
Cadillac Gifford.
Right. Pick again.
Novelist Playwrights 2000.
A giant among American women novelists, she wrote the play Stage Door with George S. Kaufman.
Who is Edna Ferber?
Very good.
TV Networks 2000.
This network isn't named for an animal, but for a businessman who died in 1952.
What is Fox?
That's right. Player 1, you're still in control of the board.
World Geography 2000.
It's the capital of Spain.
What is Madrid?
Precisely. Pick again.
Bond, James Bond 16.
David Niven played James Bond in this 1967 spoof.
What is You Only Live Twice?
I'm sorry, that's wrong.
What is Casino Royale?
Right.
Casino Royale. Alright.
It's your turn, player 3.
Bond, James Bond for 400.
Asked to play Bond in 1986, he couldn't play the role until 1995's GoldenEye.
Who's Pierce Brosnan?
Right you are.
Car Trek 16.
Player 1, your turn.
A Ford subcompact, or a type of Latin American celebration.
What's a Fiesta?
Yes.
Novelist Playwright 16.
This British romance novelist was in her 20s when she wrote the 1925 play Blood Money.
Who is Barbara Cartland?
Right. Your choice, player 2.
World Geography for 800.
The Casa Rosada, residence of this country's president, stands on the Plaza de Mayo in Buenos Aires.
What is Argentina?
Yes.
TV network
Player 1,
16?
what'll it be now?
In July 2000, this network announced that the United in its name would get a SmackDown.
What is the United Paramount Network?
Correct. Pick again.
World Geography 16?
The Kuril Islands separate the Sea of OKHOTSK from this largest ocean.
What is the Pacific?
Precisely. Pick again.
Let's go with James Bond 1200.
Actor Richard Kiel chewed up the scenery as this villain in 2 Bond films.
Who is Jaws?
Right. If you would, player 3.
Bond, James Bond, for 800.
Lois Maxwell played this role, M. Secretary, in 14 films, but her total time on screen was less than an hour.
Who is Q?
No, sorry.
Who is Miss Moneypenny?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Car Trek, for 800.
Reappearing in recent years, cars powered by this energy source reached their first production peak in 1912.
What is electricity?
Exactly.
Car Trek 12.
Over to you, player 1.
This TV canine and his human friends sought out the unknown in their van, the Mystery Machine.
Who's Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
I'll take Novelist Player S 1200.
Sheppey is this of human bondage author's play about a barber who wins the sweepstakes.
Who is William Somerset Maugham?
Right. Pick again.
TV Networks 12.
It's nicknamed the Alphabet Network.
What is ABC?
Hey, you got it. Hey, you're still up, player
World
1.
Geography 12.
Answer, a video daily double.
Try it again.
Player 1, please make your wager now.
Natives of this large, colorful island call it Kalalit Nunat.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue.
What is Greenland? Yeah, I knew that one was right.
Precisely. Pick again.
Years before the novel Lolita, he published his verse play Smerti under a pseudonym in 1923.
Who's Nikita Khrushchev?
No, that's not right. Sorry.
Who was Vladimir Nabokov?
Yes.
Alright.
And in this round, our final answer.
Gratuitous violence isn't seen on this network, so Oscar won't be beating the stuffing out of Grover.
What is PBS?
Right you are. And that brings us to the end of the Double Jeopardy round. Let's take a quick look at the scores. Splendid work, player 1. It's time for Final Jeopardy. I'll read the category and then give you a few seconds to consider your wager. Car words. Go ahead, make your wager. Here's the clue. Good luck.
Your Porsche 914 should do it at about 900 RPM. Your mechanic shouldn't do it at all.
What is idling? All right, we'll end up with $55,500.
Let's see if you got the right question. Your question, player 2, was?
You picked idling, yep.
Player 2, I see that you like to live dangerously. But you're right. Way to go. Your question, player 3, was?
Shifted to neutral? No.
Ooh. Let's see what that will cost you.
Everything.
Uh-oh. Player 1, what was your question?
Idling.
In a word, yes. And the wager was?
So I end up with $55,555. All fives.
A super effort from all of our players. This was a terrific game. Hats off to our first place finisher. It's player 1.
All right. I'll see you all for the next segment right after this.
Bye, everybody. See you next time right here on Jeopardy!